What do you think about the Bills' comeback here this Sunday?
I thought it was great. Down 20-3, and it really was Josh Allen just kind of banging away, chipping away. They scored a touchdown right before half to make it 20-10, and it seemed like the momentum started to swing. You got to give the Bills' defense a lot of credit here. Hold Baltimore, who played awfully well on offense, to no points in the second half as Josh Allen and the offense kind of worked their way back into it.
Field position. So, Mike, what do you give more credit to the Bills for coming back and Josh Allen in this game, or more blame to the Ravens for blowing it?
I think it's even. I think it's equal. There have been 4 games this year through 4 weeks where a lead of 17 or more points was blown. The Ravens have done half of them. For the Bills, first game they've won that was a single-score game since week 1 of last year. 0-7 since they lost at home to the Steelers in 1-score games. They finally won a 1-score game, and I think they need that. It's not going to be a blowout every week. At some point, they're going to come up against a tough opponent. At some point, they're going to have to dig deep, and at some point, they're going to have to find a way to win. And I think this is one of those, Coach, that can resonate into January, because the playoff games aren't going to be easy. They're going to be tough fights, but when it's close, you can't finish. They need to learn how to finish those close games, and I think today was a huge step toward the Bills believing that they can win close games.
With MyBookie, you can bet single game spreads or money lines, or you can parlay multiple to increase your payout. Getting started is very easy. Just go to mybookie.ag. Use the promo code TABLES on your first deposit to secure your double deposit bonus. Dollar for dollar, all the way up to $1,000. Link is in the description. Check it out.
I pushed for Buffalo, but I was outvoted. That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's 2-1, so you automatically have to fall in line. I understand as a football player, I understand exactly what Coach Harbaugh was thinking of. You got him on the 2-yard line. That's a 90, that's a long ways to go to score a touchdown. It's a long ways to go to get in field goal range. If you made a decision to throw the football there, you could have picked a better play selection. More of a run-pass option for one of the most dynamic players and dual threats in the National Football League. Instead, you gave him a drop back, something that I wouldn't have done, but I'm not the play caller. I'm just an observer.
Even when Buffalo drove the ball all the way back to their own red zone, literally they had a chance to score. And you would think, we were talking to Rex Ryan about this before the show started today. Like, instead of tackling them at the 1-yard line or 2-yard line, let them score, right? There's about 1:43 left on the clock. You let them score, it gives you the ball back and enough time to go down, let Lamar Jackson do his thing, try to score again. But if you tackle them, essentially, then they dwindle the clock down, use all their timeouts, and then the game is over. So details, like the way, and granted, I know they're depleted, but their ability to execute details is what's concerning for this team down the stretch.
It's more about Buffalo. Buffalo played an incredible game. Harbaugh decided to go for it because the last 5 possessions for Buffalo, they were just moving the ball up and down the field. Yes, the first 5, they struggled. You see it right there, 3 points, 63 total yards. But the last 5 drives of the game, 20 points, 263 yards. Harbaugh's on the sideline. He's watching the game unfold, and he says, hey, they can go down there and score. And he says if. He didn't mean if. He just didn't want to disrespect his defense. When Josh Allen gets the ball back and he goes down, marches his team down, and scores, our 3 points doesn't mean anything. So we want to score a touchdown so we can at least go into overtime. And we saw in that last drive, Josh Allen got the ball back and just marched him downfield to the point where they were just like, you know what? We'll just hold on to the ball, wait, we'll kick 3. Look at this, impossible. Like, you have to be able to make these plays if you're the Ravens defense. You saw Marcus Peters on the sideline, fired up at Harbaugh. They exchanged words, don't know what was said. Might have been like, hey, we should have let him score. Should have been, hey, you maybe should have kicked the field goal. I don't know. But they could not stop this Buffalo Bills offense, and Josh Allen was able to overcome a slow start to be able to get a victory there in Baltimore.
Okay, credit to the Bills. I want the points. I get it. I want the points. And I think if you put the points on the board from the field goal and you lose that game, yes, there's defensive issues, but are people going, why would you have taken the field goal? I just don't think that you're getting the same set of questions. I would have taken the points. Maybe I'm in the minority on this. Apparently.